That's not clear at this time. I'm not exactly sure. Sergeant Martos?
And I'll answer. First, I'd like to just say on behalf of Chief Garcia, who's not here, unable to be here, is at an area hospital as well. On behalf of Chief Garcia and the Phoenix Police Department, again, we also extend our prayers and thoughts for the Johnstone family and the entire Phoenix Fire Department. As far as relationship, it is our understanding, at least preliminarily, is that there are 3 teenagers with Gary. One of them was his son, and we believe his son's friends were with him.
And the 2 young men who were injured.
Correct.
What of them party, or any of his children or the friends?
No, his son was not injured. We had 2 other individuals, 2 teenagers, ages 15 each. One was taken to an area hospital. He is stable. The second individual, he's 15 years old. He is in extremely critical condition at this point.
Steve, what were they doing?
Rappelling.
And was this an outing, or he was sharing his expertise?
We don't know at this point. Again, unfortunately, at this point, we've had our investigators out on scene since this morning. They've been out there doing their investigation. They're on scene on Sugar Cube, as I understand it's called. Rappelling, we don't know what the circumstances were. Obviously, likely recreational, I don't know. But at this point, we believe that they were all out there rappelling off of Sugar Cube.
And he was an expert in this field, yes,
Gary was a member of our technical rescue team since 2006. So 200 hours of training, and he's stationed at a technical rescue station.
And was that 28?
That's Fire Station 28. And I would like to ask that you respect that the firefighters at 28 and other stations are grieving at this time, as are Gary's family. So in terms of going to 28 or approaching them, we'd appreciate it if you would.
Can you tell us more about Gary and how others in Phoenix Fire saw him?
Gary was well loved, and I'm sure when you see his picture, I just emailed you a picture, several of him, you'll all recognize him. He is at almost every important event we hold as a member of the Honor Guard. He played the pipes, and he was just a really wonderful guy.
Is his son among 2 teenagers who were hurt?
Negative, he was not.
So he was off to the side somewhere.
Yes, and again, we don't know what exactly the situation was. Phoenix Police are investigating that.
So is this the type of situation that he himself would have responded to as a member of the technical rescue?
That's exactly right. This is the type of thing we respond to, mountain rescues. Technical rescue members are trained in a number of curriculum. They do heavy rescue, trench rescue, palm tree rescue, confined space, swift water. Mountain rescues, of course, naturally, as you guys see all the time, are one of our most frequent dispatches for the technical rescue team. So yes, Gary would have responded to this type of call.
Shelley, it seems that it's interesting that it speaks to the dangers of these mountains. This is a guy who's very experienced, and even he can get in trouble.
Mike, I couldn't say it better, and we often talk about that when we try to warn the public, and you guys are wonderful partners in this, getting that message out. Those mountains are incredibly dangerous, and they know no boundaries, and the level of experience doesn't necessarily play a part in what can happen on them. So we always encourage people to be incredibly careful when they're hiking or climbing on the mountain parks here in Phoenix. Gary has been part of the Honor Guard as long as I can remember. I can find out for you exactly, but I don't have that information right now. As long as I can recall.
Did you say how old he is?
Gary's 50.
Steve, can you tell us how long you anticipate your investigation will go, and just the fact that police are involved always raises the question, is there some indication of wrongdoing?
Now, at this point, I'll tell you that there's nothing to indicate there's any foul play involved. It will take us some time. Obviously, we are at this point in the preliminary stages really just investigating the scene itself. We will likely, after that, will take us some time to determine, hopefully determine what occurred. Some of that may be trying to reach out to some subject matter experts, people either on the department or even with our partners or fire department. But again, this will be an ongoing investigation that we won't necessarily have an answer today. It may take some time.
Steve, so you've been able to determine that apparently all 3 of them fell together, which would maybe suggest that they were all tied together?
Well, I don't know necessarily what, if they were tied together or not. We do know that 3 of them fell together. That's correct. And again, that'll be part of the investigation, is how we determine who was where, if they were rappelling, who was at the top, that kind of thing. So those answers will come in time.
As far as what you could see, was there proper equipment out there for what they were doing?
Again, I was on scene, however, did not make that hike. I will tell you that when I left there this morning, our detectives had not made that hike either. And again, that'll be part of what they were doing this morning. I was going up to that area, finding out what was there, what was used, and again, getting some individuals there that are experts in that field.
So as far as you can determine, this was a recreational climb rather than trying to, do stuff for work?
Yeah, I don't believe there's anything that's work-related at this point.
This was an off-duty accident, and it's not unusual for our technical rescue team members. They embrace this. They love climbing. They love outdoor activities. So for Gary to have been engaged in this type of activity on his day off probably isn't that unusual. It's what they love to do.
How old were his other children?
I don't have that information.
What do you tell people that want to go back to the trailhead right now?
We tell people the same message every time. It doesn't change. The message is know your limitations, bring water, tell somebody where you're going, when you expect to be back, take your cell phone with you, wear the proper equipment, clothing, shoes, etc., and don't overestimate or underestimate those mountains.
How were authorities notified? By witnesses, or how did you guys?
The call came in just like it always does. Somebody on the mountain, whoever witnessed it or was first there on scene. I'm not sure if it was a hiker or a member of the group that Gary was with, but it came in immediately. Our crews were there in about 4 minutes. We have a crew in Paradise Valley that responded immediately, and they got to him fairly quickly. The Sugar Cube, as you know, isn't too far from the parking lot. It's certainly not up near the neck or further on. So they got to him quickly, treated him, and got him down the mountain in a big wheel. Same thing with the other 2 patients.
Do we know yet the nature of their injuries? Were they head injuries or?
I don't have that information.
Was he dead on arrival at the hospital, or did he pass hospital?
No, he was called later at the hospital. So they did everything they could possibly do at Scottsdale Memorial to treat him.
Was there any rescue involved, or had they all fallen?
There was no technical rescue involved in this, other than the team going up the mountain with the big wheel and bringing it down, securing them so that they were safe inside the big wheel.
Is Echo Canyon going to be closed tomorrow as well?
I don't think so. I think it might be open pretty quick here. Yeah,
From our standpoint.
at least from the Phoenix Police portion. Yeah, I don't think it'll be closed tomorrow, but you might want to confirm that. Any other questions? Thank you.